Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
Yes, we can. We can.
Guarantee you're going to get them.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm Jim.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm just here for a good time.
Oh, you're going to get one. You're going to get a good time. Welcome back. Welcome back, gentlemen. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you sorted out all your business from the last episode we did, and you're ready to rock and roll. But today, my shout outs. Don't let me forget my shout outs, because Christine and Johnny have been like loyal fans since this thing started. And you understand we don't have a lot of watchers, which is weird because I guess our content sucks or they don't promote us. I don't know, whatever. I'll blame them because I can't take the responsibility of blaming me and my content. Right. So, but yeah.
Future in politics, Jim.
Yeah, my future in politics.
Hey,
yes.
I know it's not your guess.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not my guess. But thank you, Johnny and Christine, and thank you guys. So I think I got another headline I think we're going to pull in here to share about what's recently happened. I don't know, let me know if you guys can read that there. If not, I'm going to read it to you anyway. False reports of explosives found in a car near a Trump rally spread online. I don't know if you guys remember when this started, that another attempt at a rally or something before he was going to a rally in Nassau County.
Was that before or after the first attempt?
It was after the second attempt. There was one attempt,
really?
then the golf course attempt, and then recently, I think it was Tuesday, whatever. They were getting ready to do a rally, and they found this vehicle with a big barrel in it or something. And from what I understand, is the media came out. Well, everybody jumped on it like explosives, but then there was a story about it was a bomb dog training exercise right before a rally. Okay, right before a rally, and it wasn't real or something. So I think it's another media spin. And I think New York's in on it, obviously. But this is what I want to bring about this is I know you'll appreciate this probably, is how far we've come in the media with the rhetoric and the back and forth. And Trump apparently is the only one being attempted to be assassinated, but yet they're saying his rhetoric is dangerous, but theirs is warranted. So I don't know, you guys can go where you want with that, but let me know what you think.
Okay, so if there's another attempt on his life, okay, I don't see how, from, a left agenda perspective, like, how does that benefit you? I mean, if you're faking attempts on this man's, I mean, if anything, you're almost martyrizing this guy. I mean, like, oh, he's so dangerous that, all these people want to kill him. Okay, well, again, how does that help your agenda? Like, what does that do for you? What do you get out of that? Right? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see the benefit there.
Well, maybe Ryan can tell you about the other side, because I think there is two sides of this. They say Trump's doing it on purpose to do exactly what you said, make him a martyr, and then they say the left is doing it because they really want him dead. And I think that's the honest truth is they're not going to stop until he's dead. I really believe that. So I don't think that your theory there is what their intention is. I think they're just bad at this right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, okay, Hillary Clinton was the head of the Democratic Party, okay? And if anybody knows how to kill people, it's a Clinton, okay? So I refuse to believe that if the Democrat Party really wanted that man dead, that he would still have a pulse. So I don't buy it.
Nah, the real gun-toting Americans are Republicans, so we know how to shoot people. I mean, the reality is Democrats can't aim, that's all.
Right, and you got to think, too, like, I like where you're going there, Hugh. You're tripping me out here. I like where you're going there, Mr. Erection. But I guess my question is you're right, but will that really martyrize them when they finally do it? Or, if they do succeed, will it backfire? Like, I don't know if they've thought that through yet. Like, I think what they're trying to do is get him killed, not kill him, like with JFK and all that. Because JFK back in that day, they can get away with a whole lot more. It's a lot harder today to get away with this stuff. So I think their first plan is to have lunatics.
Tell that to Jeffrey Epstein.
So you're saying to try
but that's
to
a controlled
Trump into a false
environment.
flag?
What's that, Ryan?
You're saying they're trying to turn Trump's assassination to like a false flag event or something. They're pushing that out to be a false flag event so they can.
No. What I'm saying is they want someone to do their dirty work like they're lunatic left-wing nuts. Because if you notice, they keep justifying there is no right-wing violence. All the right-wing people are taken off, they're censored, they're shut down. The only violence we see, BLM, the chap thing or whatever that chop thing is, the guy who tried to kill this Scalise, the justice guy. I mean, those are the only people we're seeing violence from. Is the
That's true.
left wing.
That is true.
So they're saying Trump is a danger and a threat. They keep saying this to piss or to get these fanatic left wingers to really do something. But Trump is saying that they're a danger to our way of life and our existence. But you don't see the opposite. Not that I would encourage either one of them, but
No,
you
agreed.
don't see Biden could literally trip in a sand hole at the beach. He's at a wide open beach. The Secret Service made a big deal about securing a golf course. Oh, well, we can't secure a golf course. But yet our president now, president in name only, is literally at a beach for the most of his presidency. So you can secure a beach, but you can't secure a golf course? Like, that's how crazy this is. But I think, to your point, I don't think the Democrats are doing this yet. I think if this fails, it will come to that.
No, I think they just don't care enough about securing that beach because nobody cares enough about Joe Biden to kill him.
Right, but according to Secret Service, right now your security is prioritized by your title, not by your threat.
Well, I mean, historically we know we can secure a beach. We saw that at Normandy.
Yeah, but a lot of people died. A lot of good people died.
The beach was secured.
A lot of good people died.
A lot of bad people died.
Right, but we lost a lot on that beach, and that was
That is true. A lot of the
that was
bravest
not the
men.
way I would like to secure it.
No.
Apparently, we know the Germans couldn't secure a beach.
Exactly.
And
So
they're
that's what it
probably
is.
running. They're probably running our Secret Service right now.
Well, at least the one at the golf course,
I
because
think-
apparently they can't secure that.
I think Disney's running the Secret Service right now.
You
A lot
could
of
be
DEI
right.
in there, The reality is, I think, honestly, my true belief is the Democrats are trying to kill Trump. I honestly believe it. They've already tried to prosecute him.
Mm-hmm.
They've used they've weaponized the justice system against him, which, he didn't want to leave the White House. He didn't believe the results. I don't blame him. After seeing how they do the justice system to try to make him into some felon, put him in jail and everything else.
But
I
he
don't
did
believe
leave.
the results either.
He did leave.
He did leave.
So
It wasn't
let's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Ryan, but let's
You're
get
good.
one thing straight for the listeners. All the things they're accusing him, saying he's going to do, he didn't do.
right.
So he didn't do
it.
it the first. I saw a meme today. It said if Trump wanted to take over the world, he would have did it in 2016.
Yep.
And if Kamala wanted to fix it, she'd have did it now.
Yep.
So neither one of them are trying to do what they're saying they're doing. So
No.
anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good, man. And you hear these
Confused.
reports about Putin wants Trump and Iran doesn't. Iran wants Kamala. Well, of course Iran wants Kamala because they're still paying Iran. Trump cut off those payments. I wonder why Iran wants Kamala.
But Putin endorsed Kamala, right?
Well, I heard that. I did
Yeah.
hear that. But, honestly, I think that if Trump came in there, he would get this war stopped with them. I think all these, and that's the other side of it. Like you said, no new wars were started. I don't think we'd have left Afghanistan the way we did in total disgrace. I don't think we'd be the laughing stock military-wise anymore that we are now because of how they left. Our military is strong as hell. And the world sees us as weak now because we just dumped out of Afghanistan like scared little girls. And that was our president. Our Trump had a plan. He was bringing Afghanistan to an end.
Hang on a sec. I got to shit on that one, okay? Because Trump fucked the withdrawal from Iraq. Now, was it as fucked as the withdrawal from Afghanistan? No, it was not. But less fucked doesn't mean not fucked. And the withdrawal from Iraq was fucked.
I give you that.
So, I mean, I'm not going to give either one of them a pass on that because they both screwed the pooch.
Did Trump give it
royally
right back to the enemy?
on 20-year commitments.
I was saying, did Trump give it right back to the people we were fighting?
Yeah, at least he didn't supply the enemy.
Right. I mean,
They buried and burned and blew
Well,
things up.
They gave the Taliban half an arsenal.
Less bad does not mean good.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Well, yeah, but
shit is shit.
Dude, this episode is less bad than the last one. I mean, it's good still, right? It's still good stuff, right?
I mean, the reality is, I think that if Trump was in office, we saw him in office. We saw what he could do. We saw what he did with the economy. We saw him on a world stage, and he didn't take a damn paycheck. He actually lost money, unlike everybody else in office right now who's getting rich being in office. He lost money by being in office. And he gets out and he gets prosecuted for it because they don't want him in office again because he did do the right things by American people. So,
And
throwing the whole Stormy Daniels thing out there, didn't Clinton get ahead in the Oval Office? Am I missing something here?
yeah,
Am I supposed to
it's
No,
all
judge
no.
this?
hypocrisy.
They're
Man.
just mad because Trump's women were better looking than Bill's. That's all it is.
And wife too, yes.
Well, they say this too. It's not hypocrisy, and this is what I'm starting to understand. And I think anybody listening can relate this. And once you see it, you'll understand. It's not hypocrisy these people have. It's hierarchy. They think they're better than you.
They do.
So whatever you say is wrong anyway. So you'll start seeing it.
Yeah.
Because no matter what the argument, no matter what evidence, no matter what proof you bring to them, you're a liar, you're a bad person, they're better than you, they know better. And that's the problem with these people. And you know this because that's exactly what Hitler accomplished. He convinced his people to look at the Jews as bad people. So right now, less than, right.
Mm-hmm.
So now anything they did to them was justified because they're bad people. They're
Yep.
not the good. They're not clean. They're not good. Like that. Like we've got a society that runs around, oh, these Christians think they're better than us. They're better than us. And I understand that perspective from an extent. I do understand that. But I don't never seen a Christian put people in an internment camp. Although wasn't there some bad
the
Christians out
Japanese,
there?
or were you not
Well,
around?
I mean,
You heard about
no, that was Americans. That wasn't Christian specific.
what was America built on?
Christianity.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's still run by non-Christians.
Oh, it is, yeah.
The government's
There are
run by
non-Christians.
non-Christians, so I'm not blaming them for that. But wasn't there like with the homosexual? I saw your face again, you, and I thought this point might be relevant. The homosexual thing, didn't they try to do what's that? Them camps they do? They tried to rehabilitate homosexual people, like through some.
I think that was I don't think that was a government thing, though. I think that
No,
was
that's what I'm saying. I think that's
was a
something.
government thing. That was a
religious thing.
I think it was a religious thing. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to say
believe it.
Christian. I want to say religious thing.
I believe in that.
Well,
So,
they were Christian denominations.
Well,
not
I think
Christianity as a whole, but
So
Yeah.
going with your theme, though, I think it's better than throwing them off a building. So I think we're still making progress.
less worse is still bad, though. I mean,
Yeah.
just to bring that back around, less worse doesn't mean good.
But it's progress, right? Isn't that what we want? Progress?
I don't know. The Democrats think we want
baby
progress.
steps, I
Also,
guess.
DUIs everywhere. I mean, it depends on what you consider progress.
That's the
Yeah.
point. That goes back to the original point. They're right, you're wrong. It doesn't matter. It's just like Kamala. I think we talked about like the last episode debate. They keep bringing up this 2025. Trump has said it's not his. It's not because he's got his own thing. The guy who created it said it's not Trump's, but they keep bringing it up like it's Trump's.
No, they want to force everybody to think it is. Exactly right. I mean,
Yeah, it's a look at the left hand so you don't see what the right hand's doing.
Right.
It's classic misdirection. I mean, politicians have been doing that for as long as there have been politicians. I mean,
How long have there been politicians?
since Rome.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. You're the you know we do have a history buff here. Where is he? Over here. I can't. Why can't I point to you? This is the hardest thing I've got to do this whole show. Yeah, he's a history guy. Man.
Caesar won his wars so they would forget about his debts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Look over here, don't look over there.
So that's the truth. And I think, Ryan, you talked about earlier, that is what this is all about. It's all about the Epstein list. And I just use that as the generic, list, but it's all about the Epstein list because the things the government does and hides from the American people, they've been doing for a long time.
Yeah.
And in order to be, to keep it hidden, you got to have control of the inside team. And I think Trump defied that.
yeah.
I think
that's
Trump
absolutely
defied
right.
that. And that's what the real threat of all of this is. And, but again, it goes back to my thing. I think we started getting into it before. If these people are not having children and all turning gay, then what's their legacy? What do they care? 100 years from now, they're not going to be here. So what does it matter whether they screw this place up or make it good?
I think, well, I think you hit a nail on the head a little bit earlier. And again, I mentioned that on the last episode because it was part of a conspiracy theory thing I saw out there. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But I think you did hit a nail on the head with elitism. It doesn't matter what their end goal is. They're still better than you and they want it all. They don't want you to have it. No matter what it is,
Yeah.
if they can make a smaller group to manage, it's a lot easier than managing a larger group. Correct. I mean, if I'm right now, as many people are out in the world in America right now, it's hard for them to manage. I'm quite positive. They saw it in the insurrection BS. I mean, they know that they're vulnerable in that aspect. So if there's less of us, it's easier to manage. That's an answer to it. Is that the correct answer? I don't know, but and again, that's not my theory. I just it's something I heard on. But with that said, going back just if I can for a second, there's no question in my mind that while they didn't pull the trigger, the Democrats, and when I say that, of course, I'm meaning the Obamas, the Clintons, and those group, the actual elite Democrats, the ones that are considered the top of the food chain, are behind some of these assassination attempts on Trump. And I have no proof of it. That's my feeling as a
Sure.
person. I don't see, like you said, they're claiming his rhetoric is out of control and dangerous. You can see in the debate how Kamala attacked him, right? And we knew that was going to happen beforehand because it already came out that she was being set up. She was being told to try to get him off his game, to get him to start calling names and everything else, which he didn't bite on once. Thank God for you, Trump. With that said, she did it a lot. Even while he was talking, he never interrupted her once. She interrupted him. None of that was brought up. It's so freaking one-sided. It's pissing me. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm gonna
they
get on my soapbox again.
no, but they
I mean,
hold on a second. I'm gonna throw it to you a second, Hugh, because I got a great one for you. Because they are behind this because they understand at this point right now, they know if Trump gets in and all that digging goes on, everyone is going to know they've been behind all of this. The Epstein list is going to come out, or what's left of it. Hugh's name's going to show up on there, and he's going to have to be off this show. So, what? I mean, you okay with it? You all right being on the list and on the show?
different hue, not this.
Oh, oh, my bad,
Yeah.
my bad. What were you going to say? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay. So I just wanted to throw a couple logs on the conspiracy theory fire here for a couple of minutes. Everybody's like, what's the end goal? What's the end goal? What do they get out of it? Okay, so here's my theory, right? Yeah. So again, big history guy. If you look back historically speaking, okay, America doesn't have royalty, right? But what we do have that has replaced royalty is upper crust elites, the one percenters, right?
What's the name for that? There's a
And
name for that.
asshole.
No.
Yes, that's right.
No, but
Oligarchy? Is it oligarchy? No.
yeah,
That's
so,
what Ukraine has. Autocracy or something, right?
yes.
Autocracy or something.
But you've got that.
I just want to sound
upper
educated. I'm
crust
sorry.
People. But you know what? What really led to the demise of the ruling monarchs? Right. It was the rise of the middle class. Right. So you had these elite nobles, right, that thought that they wouldn't sully their hands with business, right? Like commerce was beneath them. So these middle class people, these lower nobles, whatever, they made all the money, and with the money came the power. That so they ended up, the royals ran out of money, and they ended up having to come to
Well,
these.
even better, though. Even better,
Right.
let me just get one more point in there. Even better is the people below them, the poors that used to work for the rich, can relate to them closer and now will be more loyal to them.
Yeah, exactly. So the loyalty shifts from the Lord to the people that write the checks, right? And so as America has this rising middle class, the idea is okay. No. We need to trim the fat between the low and the middle class, right? Make them more similar, while still allowing that 1% to widen that gap between themselves and the middle class. That's where your agenda is.
And you want to know the proof for that? Let me give you the proof that I don't understand why people can't see this. So what it keeps coming out of these Democrats' mouth about taxing. We want to make the rich pay their fair share. Who is supporting these people? The rich.
Yeah. The
wow,
billionaires.
you want to take more of my money? Yes, I'll vote for you.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any
because,
sense.
because they're not going after the Warren Buffetts. They're not going after, you know,
Right.
they're not going after the 3 comma people. Okay, they're going after the guy that makes 250 grand a year.
Yeah.
Now, do I make
Yes.
250 grand a year?
Yes.
Fuck no, I don't. Not even close. But
150?
that guy that makes 250 a year can make a monumental impact in
Oh,
his
yeah.
local community that can
Yeah.
really garner him you know, some respect and some loyalty from those you know, plebeians or whatever you want to call us, you know, the us bottom of the barrel folks,
Deplorables,
right?
right? Speaking of barrel, you know that's how you can make more money. Get back in the barrel, dude. You used to do good at that.
You know, to piggyback off what you guys are saying, that's true. I had a good point. Now it's kind of escaped my mind here. Well,
It
just
was
to
the
go
barrel.
when you talk about the billionaires, you know, and who's voting for who, isn't it like 95% of all billionaires are voting Democrat? There's a reason for that. You think they're actually going to tax those 95% of their freaking supporters? No freaking way.
Nope.
The Democrats have known, we all know, I mean, you should know by now if you don't, shame on you for not, is that the Democrats have been trying to kill the middle class for years. And they're about to do it. They're about to
Yep.
do it. You can't buy a house in the middle class environment anymore. You're either going to get a small nothing house, or you're going to get a massive house, depending on your tax bracket. There are no homes for middle class in this world. And I know Kamala came from middle class, raising them. Bull crap. She may have came from a middle class home. She left that a long time ago when she became an elitist, and she is absolutely in that elite category now. I hate
Yeah,
to
but
get ass
her
about
her
it.
way of getting there isn't going to work for everybody.
No, I don't think Trump's going to go down and do that. But you know, same concept is that the $250,000 people we're talking about, they're the job givers. They're the ones that are creating jobs
Bingo.
and open and building for a middle class. And
Yep.
you know, regardless of what anybody thinks, they're the backbone of this country. Not these billionaires, not the people, you know,
Yep.
not the people you're electing for politics. I want to go for the guy who is a billionaire, who is voting for me, who's working for me, who's doing things for me to make my life better, to make my opportunities better, and to make it expand this middle class so we can have a real country.
Even if he benefits, I don't care what he benefits. He's already proven to us, like you mentioned, he didn't take his salary the entire time he was president.
Yep.
So he's already proven he's willing to give back. He's willing to commit to this relationship. So even if he benefits, which he's not, he's the first president, like you said, that's lost money going into a presidency. So I just wish the people on the other side, and I get it, dude. I understand the psychology of it. When you marry yourself to a party, you take it personal. So it's hard for these moronic Democrats, and it's not all of them, obviously, but it's hard for these people that support this regime to stop and look at reality. It's hard for them to separate. That's why they have to believe the lies.
Yeah.
But the sad part is, down on our level of us deplorables, the fights are real. And
They
it's
are.
sad. It's just sad.
To take it what you said even further, he not only did take a salary, you know, since he hasn't been president, he's been convicted multiple times, and he's been fighting the Democrat justice system. He's been shot at twice now, or shot at once, and somebody tried to kill him a second time that we know of. I don't know if these third stories about a bomb are true or not, but all that is, it's something he's fought through so he can keep helping us, and I really believe he is.
And what's his other option? He can do like Hugh here, go hide in the closet, enjoy his billions, and not worry about anybody.
Am I just me, or did Mystery Erection get bigger?
It's those pills from the email. They really work.
Gotcha.
Well, I think that's a good segue to end this episode. But I hope I'll see you guys again on the next one, because this is a lot of fun.
It has been fun.
So thank you, gentlemen, again. Gentlemen, I use that loosely. Thanks for joining us. Christine, Johnny, again. Everybody else out there watching, share this. Get this around, because we are having a good time, and you deserve to hear us having a good time. And maybe you can even get on the show and have a good time with us. But like, share, subscribe, send us all your money or whatever. I think the website's up. I don't know. I've been reaching out to this guy named Ryan a lot, but I don't really know if it's working. So,
Ryan's that job giver that's working his ass off right now.
yeah, I get it. No freebies for the veterans.
I
All right.
try.
Anyways, until then, Godspeed.
Pull the pin.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.